not just on the conduct of this criminal case, but on our ability as citizens to take this with the sort of heft that it needs, to look at this and see it as American citizens who prize country above politics and who ourselves prize the law rather than the fate of any one man. We have never been here before, or we are forced to consider an American president as a suspected and indicted felon, but here we are. It's remarkable itself that we have had 3 previous arrests and indictments of Trump, and none of them produced a mugshot, but Fulton County just decided to do it. That itself is a remarkable thing.
It took us 234 years to get here. There's reason to believe it'll take another 234 before we see another mugshot of a former president of the United States. This is something that only Donald Trump was able to achieve with his presidency, to bring the presidency to this low point.
He looks enraged. I mean, I think the look, what I see there, there's a pathos to that look. There's an anger to that look. And, you know, Donald Trump has kind of thrived on the anger of a certain demographic of Americans who've decided the country's sort of leaning away from them and what they think is important and, you know, not prioritizing them and the things they value and care about. He's like sort of embodying that. He's sort of the avatar for the rage that he has traded off of to become president in the first place. That is not the, you know, sort of funny reality show star that Americans elected in 2016. That is a sinister apparition that I'm seeing in front of me.
Well, he spent days rehearsing that pose. Yeah. That's the picture that he wanted.
I think that what's always remarkable are these moments that, having once been in the Republican Party, I always look around and says, why do you do that? Yes.
There's somebody here.
So what is to us all these things? It is everything you described and both of you. On the right, for Trump's base, this is what hope and change was to the Obama base. This will become an iconic image of their leader. And so I think there are these moments that can illustrate the dramatic and violent breaking into of our country that he ushered in. I think this picture will be one of them.
And what Joy is describing is what she described as sort of sinister. That was the word you used, of the anger that she's seeing there. You think that will be the sort of touchstone of this for the right, but in a way that makes them.
This picture means something different to Trump's base. And again, I'm far enough away from it to not know exactly what it is. But this picture will take on a totally different, potentially irrational.
They're gonna sell T-shirts. This will be, first of all, they're already posting pictures of themselves of the insignia photoshopped as sort of, you know, solidarity. But this will be, you know, he's a political prisoner. He's our great hero, brought low by the terrible deep state. It is instantly iconic, though. Why are we all The mugshot has loomed so large over the Fulton County proceedings.
I think it's the only one.
It looms so large, like anticipation of the mugshot. When are we going to see the mugshot? The mugshot. When we got John Eastman's mugshot, like, I think part of it has to do with like the sort of equal justice under law. I think part of it has to do with the fact that like the way that mugshots tend to work in news coverage is like a lot of black and brown people who are like locked up and then thrown on the cover of the New York Post or the Evening News. Is one of a lot of the mugshots that we get, that we consume and produce in American media. So there's something like, it feels like some sort of like fitting actual, effectuation of equal justice under law that like the highest, most powerful person once in the country has to do this as well.